Hi, it's Joy with Enjoyed Healthy, and today I'm going to make a very simple pasta that's a little bit healthier because I'm using my ancient grain flour replacement. You can certainly make this with all-purpose flour, if you just want to try the technique, but I highly recommend for the texture and the flavor to try my ancient grain flour replacement in any of your recipes that require all-purpose flour or bread flour. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to see more videos. If you hit the bell, then you'll get notifications when I post new ones. You could make this pasta right on the counter and just make your well and all that kind of stuff like they do in the old country, but I think it's easier to start in a bowl. So you're going to need a couple things, okay? You just need a bowl, a good sized bowl with your 3 cups of flour in it, and make a well. You need a couple of other gadgets. So you need a pasta maker. This is about 30 bucks, 30, 40 bucks on Amazon. I'll put the link down below. And then you also need a pasta dryer. This is like $15, $18. Again, I'll put the link below. Okay, so you've got your bowl here, and you're gonna have your 3 cups of flour. Now, I don't always add salt, but I'm going to today. And if you don't add the salt and you just want to do a 2-ingredient thing, then make sure you really salt your water when you cook the pasta. Okay, so I'm just taking a teaspoon of pink Himalayan sea salt, and I'm just going to stir that in. Okay, so you're going to make your well here in the center. This is why it's sort of easier just to do it in the bowl. Then you don't have a big egg mess on your hands. Okay, I have 5 eggs that I'm just going to pour in the center. So what you're going to do is you're going to start whisking those eggs, if you can see, in the center, and then you're going to slowly incorporate from the edges, right, the flour. Once you start seeing that dough come together, hopefully you can see this, and there's no more runny eggs or egg whites, then at this point I just dump it on the counter. Okay. And we're gonna start kneading it. Okay, so it's this kind of fun little project here. Okay, so you have all this like side dough or side flour that didn't get incorporated in. We're going to work on the main part and then slowly work in as much flour as you need. Okay. Your pasta dough or any dough, you're sort of pulling it toward you and pushing it away, turning and pulling and pushing is kind of like, I don't know, the best way I can describe it. But you get into a rhythm. It's a good arm exercise too. But this whole kneading process should take about 10 minutes. This seems to be like the magic number for this pasta. Okay, so you can see that I've kind of got it to the dough to where I like it. It's still a little bit hard, but it's not really sticking to the counter much. So you can see that there's a lot that I didn't use here, but don't worry, because we'll use that later. It won't go to waste because we'll use that when we roll out the pasta. So this has been about 3 minutes. I'm going to sit here and knead this for another 7 minutes. That was a good workout. I already had a workout this morning, but I just had a second workout with this. So you can see that this is kind of like it springs back a little bit. It's not sticking to the counter. It doesn't feel sticky, so it's gotta rest. So we're gonna do a couple things while we let it rest for 30 minutes. Okay, so what's cool about making this pasta and doing a simple sauce is that you could do this during the week, and you can actually put all of this together and have it on the table if you're organized in about an hour. So we got to do a couple things first, though. We're gonna wrap that in plastic. Just let it take its little nap here, and then we've got all this bench flour here that we didn't end up using because it depends on the humidity in your house and the time of the year. It was pretty dry today, so I don't want to waste it, so I'm going to kind of repurpose that by sifting all the little egg bits that that got in there. So we're just going to sift that out, and we've got this as our bench flour for when we roll out the pasta. It's been 30 minutes and our dough took a nice little nap, and now we're going to roll it out. Very simple. You need some bench flour. This is the flour that we didn't want to waste, and we're going to get that on our surface here. I just re-cleaned the surface. I like to use an essential oil mixture of distilled water and lemongrass and lavender. Anyway, so I'm going to do this in about 5 sections. Doesn't have to be perfect. In fact, I kind of like when it's not perfect. We are just going to start rolling this out, and make sure your water is already on the boil there, because this actually comes together fairly quickly once you get all the pasta rolled out. Okay, so I use a little bench flour. You just don't want it to get stuck in your pasta machine. Always want to start on the widest setting. Mine is 7, and we're just going to crank through and slowly reduce the size every time. If you feel like it's kind of sticky, then you just add a little bit of flour on your dough and you'll be good to go. I think this is kind of therapeutic, actually. Okay, last one. Okay, so what I do is I roll it out like this. Now you can use this for lasagna, right? Or you can do roll-ups or whatever you want to do with your pasta. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut it into a fat, I guess it's tagliatelle, or I don't know, fat linguine, something like that. Okay, so I'm just going to use, and if there are a couple ways you can do it actually. You can, I think like a traditional way is to roll it up like this to the center. This is kind of fun, but I've seen this done. Let's see if I can do it. This is not typically how I do it, but, and then however fat you want them, I like them fat. Okay, and then you can just roll it back out. Okay, our pasta is all rolled out and it looks so great and it's so fun to work with. Okay, let's go over to the stove. The water is boiling. We'll put the sauce together, cook the pasta, and this is gonna come together like that. If you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe. If you hit the bell and select all, you'll get notifications when I post new videos.